Welcome back, class. So, this is a continuation from the last upload. We were talking about conjunctions and the three categorizations of them. So, this is the third categorization, subordinating conjunctions. Subordinating conjunctions are words, or maybe one word, used at the beginning of dependent clauses. Okay? Now, in the next uploads, we will get more in depth about what dependent clauses are, but I'm going to stick to the discussion of subordinating conjunctions quickly, and then in the end, I'll explain what a dependent clause is. So, for example, after much deliberation, it has been determined that you are the winner. So words like after. Here's another example. While sitting on the beach, I could feel the earthquake. So those are two examples of how to use them in a sentence. I have examples of more of them. Here they are. So, and these are the most common. You see these a lot, but there's still more. After, before, while, although, how, if, though, because, unless, where, as soon as, that, until, whenever, than, once, so, since. I have that on there twice. As long as, in order that. So these are some examples of subordinating conjunctions. They're used at the beginning of what one would call a dependent clause in a sentence. Okay, so in the next upload, we will get more in depth into sentence structure, types of sentences, because there's classifications for sentences. But right now, just to give you a brief overview before the next upload. So a dependent clause. A dependent clause is one that is in a sentence and it cannot stand alone without the rest of the sentence, just to simplify the explanation. So for example, after much deliberation, this is the coordinating conjunction to help connect the rest of this, because you wouldn't, if I took this whole part out, much deliberation, and after, what I have left is, it has been determined that you are the winner. So what that means is, I don't need after much deliberation for this sentence to make sense. I could simply just capitalize the I and then leave the period there and take after much deliberation out. So what that means is, much deliberation is the dependent clause, and the subordinating conjunction after goes before it. Okay? It's dependent because this sentence does not need it to make sense. If I took it out, it still makes sense. It has been determined that you are the winner, right? So that would make this the independent clause. This sentence here would be the independent clause. Much deliberation is the dependent clause. And the word after is the subordinating conjunction. All right? And then the same with this sentence. While sitting on the beach, I could feel the earthquake. I don't necessarily need sitting on the beach, because I could feel the earthquake makes sense by itself. It's an independent clause. So therefore, sitting on the beach is the dependent clause. And the word while is the subordinating conjunction. And one last thing before we move on, because I'm going to talk more about this in the next upload. The dependent clause doesn't always have to come first. That's it. All right, see you in the next one.